Good morning. Welcome to Math Project 35. Holy cow, we've made 35 of these so far.
Wow.
Alright, this is practice problem number 1. Meeps cost $2 each. Beeps cost $7 each. You went to the store and bought a total of 30 meeps and beeps. So you bought 30 things total. Not 30 of each, 30 total things.
Yeah.
And the cost was $80. How many meeps did you buy?
What are meeps?
I don't know. I don't know what meeps are. I don't know what beeps are. But you bought 30 of them.
You wrote it, so you must know it.
No, I don't think I do. Alright, so we don't know how many meeps we bought. What should we call that?
Call the meeps X.
Okay.
And the beeps Y.
The beeps Y. Okay, so.
Beeps Y.
Alright, so what do we know about X plus Y then? If we have X beeps and Y meeps.
X is $2.
No. How many things did we buy?
30.
30. So X, we know that X, which is the meeps, plus Y equals 30. Okay? And how much did it all cost? Do you remember?
$80.
Okay. It all cost $80. So wait, how much does a meep cost?
A meep costs $2.
Okay. So that tells us that
Meeps.
times for $2, right? Two meeps for $2 plus beeps for how many dollars?
$7.
For beeps, right? Beeps. Equals what? How much money did we spend? Do you remember? 80. Okay. So we know that $2 for the meeps and $7 for the beeps is equal to 80. Now, instead, what did we call the meeps?
X.
What do we call the beeps?
Y.
So instead of writing meeps for $2 and $7 for beeps equals 80, we'll write 2x plus 7y equals 80.
That's better.
Okay?
Yep.
Alright, now, usually we like to just take our equations and try to subtract them. But we don't have any numbers that are the same. We have x and 2x, and we have y and 7y. Okay? So, how do we modify this equation, number 1, to get a 2x in it?
You can add an X.
Okay, we could add an x, but then we would have an x over here, too. If you add something to one side of an equation, you have to do it to the other side of the equation.
Oh.
So instead of adding an x, what's another way we can turn x into 2x?
We can add the two equations together.
Well, we want to add the two equations together later on. How about we multiply this equation by 2?
Okay, so 2x and 2y.
Okay, so equation 3, which is this whole equation times 2, would say, what's 2 times x?
2x
2x
plus 2y equals 60.
60.
Now let's do equation 2 minus equation 3. Now what?
I think I wrote the numbers down wrong. Hold on one second. Is this going to work? It does. Huh? It's funny. I made a mistake and it's going to work. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so 2x plus 7y equals 80. 2x plus 2y equals 60. Okay. So now how do we get rid of the x's?
We minus the two equations.
Okay, so we're going to take equation 2 minus equation 1. So let me just write that down. Let me make sure that gets in the camera. So write 2 minus 1, or minus 3 I mean. Okay, what's equation 2 minus equation 3? 2x minus 2x is
0
what's
plus
7y minus 2y?
5y and equals 20.
Okay, so what does y equal? If 5y equals 20, what does y equal?
4.
Okay, so the beeps,
We had 4 beeps.
you had 4 beeps.
And how many meeps?
If you have,
That means you had 26 meeps.
you had 26 meeps. 26 meeps.
We
Okay.
need M's.
All right, so this is a little messy, but it's fine. So in the beginning, we knew that we bought 30 of them, which told us x plus y was 30. We know the meeps cost $2 each, and the beeps cost $7 each, so that's why we wrote 2 times the meeps plus 7 times the beeps equals 80.
Yep.
But what we had to do next was, if we want to solve these equations, we have to get one of the x's or y's to be the same. So we just multiplied this equation by 2 to get a 2x and a 2y.
Yep.
And that 30 became 60.
Mm-hmm.
We subtracted those equations. 7y minus 2y, 5y equals 20, y equals 4. Okay?
Yep.
All right, so that's a little bit harder of an equation
Yeah.
solving problem than we normally do.
Yep.
But, and it didn't have the answers I was expecting it to have because I goofed, but it still works. Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
Okay, practice problem number 2. Hopefully there's no goofs here. All right, the average of 6 numbers is 11. You add a 7th number, and the new average is 10. What was the number you added?
We can guess numbers.
Well, we can guess numbers until the cows come home, but that's not going to help us. Okay? So what does it mean when you say the average of 6 numbers is 11?
I remember average.
Do you remember average?
Yep. All you do is you add the numbers together and then divide by that number.
Okay, so you add all your numbers together and you divide by 6, and the average was 11. Okay, so what does that mean the first set of numbers added up to?
First set of numbers.
So the average,
66.
I'm going to write av of 6 numbers
11.
is 11, so that means they add up to 66. Okay? Okay, and if the average of 7 numbers is, what did I say? The average of 7 numbers was
10.
10. What does that mean those numbers add up to?
70.
Okay. Average of 7 numbers was 10. Gotta write that a little better.
So,
Implies, so that they add up
so
to...
the number added was 4.
Okay, so they add up to 70.
The number added was 4.
How did you figure that out?
So you had 66 and 66.
When you added a new number in, what did you add up to now?
You got 70.
You got 70.
New number was 4.
The new number was 4. Okay, so when you have a problem about averages,
Yeah.
you don't know what the numbers are. Well, this time we knew what one of the numbers was. We knew we got a 4. But when you have a bunch of averages, you don't know what each one of the numbers are, but you do know what they add up to.
Yep.
And that's the important thing about averages.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so your homework problem that's related to this one is a little bit different, but
What are homework problems?
well, I'll tell you. It's a little bit different than this, but if you watch this video, I think you'll know how to do it. So if I told you the average of 5 numbers was 4, what do the numbers add up to?
20.
20. 5 times 4. Okay, very good. All right.
Homework
All right,
problems.
here's your homework problems. Let's get our horse to stand up. Well, it's not even a horse, it's a special kind of horse, isn't it?
It's called the unicorn.
It's called a unicorn. Awesome. Okay, so Olympiad 46. Olympiad 46, problem number 2. And problem number 4. All right, those are 2 fun problems today, weren't they?
Yeah, the second one didn't take that long.
No, it didn't. Well, it's because I didn't make a mistake on it. I don't know why I've been making mistakes lately. But all right, on to the next thing.